Welcome to the Time in Photo Capsule channel, where we reveal the other side of history.
In this poignant photograph, a girl from Bangladesh suffers from smallpox in 1973. The complete eradication of smallpox in Bangladesh was marked in December 1977, when the World Health Organization confirmed this historic success, which was an important step in the fight against infectious diseases. The crew of the Challenger shuttle, which tragically perished in a 1986 disaster, became a symbol of loss. The shuttle broke apart just 73 seconds after launch, claiming the lives of all 7 crew members, leaving a profound impact in the hearts of millions around the world. A recently liberated Holocaust survivor leads her former guard in 1945 in a dramatic act that symbolises not only personal overcoming, but also the necessity of remembering the past to ensure such atrocities never occur again. London, 1952. A policeman directing traffic on the street amid the Great Smog of London symbolises the city's struggle with an environmental disaster that claimed the lives of 8,000 people. This tragedy marked a turning point in the recognition of the importance of ecology and public health. In this picture, we see Salvador Dali in 1954, when his eccentric style and surreal ideas had already conquered the art world. His work continues to inspire and provoke people, forcing them to rethink their usual perceptions of reality. Ed Gein, the notorious serial killer, shows his sinister creations in a photograph: gloves made from human skin. This image reflects his maniacal obsessions and became part of his tragic history linked to criminal statistics in the USA. Actress and dancer Wanda Stevenson, at her prime in 1928, embodies elegance and talent, effortlessly mesmerising audiences with her skill and charisma, leaving an unforgettable mark in the world of art. An acoustic sound amplifier at Bolling Air Force Base in 1921. This device became an important part of aviation technology, allowing messages to be transmitted over long distances, which was especially relevant for military operations and coordination of actions. Captured on the set of the 1964 film The House of Joy, Alain Delon and Jane Fonda showcased their acting prowess and undeniable chemistry on screen, making this film a cult classic and establishing the actors as icons of their time. Eve Mayer, an American actress and model captured in 1955, embodied the beauty and style of her time. Her image became a symbol of elegance, and her career in film and fashion left a significant mark on the culture of the 1950s. American physicist Robert Oppenheimer appears thoughtful and focused in this 1958 photograph taken by renowned photographer Philippe Hausmann. His contributions to the development of atomic energy have left a significant mark on the history of science and humanity. Betty Page, an iconic figure of the 1960s, embodied an era full of freedom and experimentation. Her style and lifestyle became a symbol of the time when women fought for their rights and independence, and she, more than anyone else, reflected this wave of change. In March 1941, Bulgarians welcomed German troops entering the country to prepare for an offensive against Yugoslavia and Greece. This event marked an important stage in World War II, when Bulgaria came under the influence of Nazi Germany. A bulldog named Venus became a symbol of resilience and courage for the British destroyer Vansittart in the 1940s. This loyal pet not only boosted the morale of sailors, but also became a true talisman, embodying strength and devotion during the challenging times of World War II. The Civil War in the United States led to about 50% of all banknotes in circulation becoming counterfeit. Different banks issued their own bills, resulting in confusion and economic difficulties exacerbated by the lack of a unified standard. During the Christmas truce of World War I in 1914, British and German soldiers unexpectedly met on the battlefield and held a football match. This moment became a symbol of hope and humanity in the darkest days of the war, when fraternal solidarity overshadowed hatred. In this photograph, Paul McCartney smiles while holding his daughter under his jacket. This sweet moment from the 1970s illustrates how even global stars can be caring parents, bringing them closer to ordinary people. In the photo taken during the student protests in Paris in May 1968, a girl attaches a flower to a police officer's uniform. This gesture became a symbol of peaceful protest and the desire for change in society as the younger generation fought for their ideals. An Apache warrior with an Evans assault rifle around the year 1880. This photograph captured the moment when Native Americans in North America began using firearms in their conflicts, which changed the outcome of many battles and influenced their way of life. In this photograph, two girls engrossed in repairing their car in 1935 demonstrate the independence and skills that were rare for women of their time. Their confident actions speak of a quest for freedom and self-sufficiency in a world where motor transport was just beginning to enter everyday life. In this photo, a girl is buying a balloon from a street vendor in Berlin in 1936 during the time of the Third Reich. This moment, filled with innocence, contrasts with the historical backdrop of the time when people's lives were full of anxiety and uncertainty. Judy Monterey, Playboy magazine star and January 1963 Playmate, attracted attention with her beauty and charisma. This photograph became a symbol of an era when glamour and style were at the height of popularity. Diana Dawes, the sex symbol of the 1950s, embodied the ideals of beauty and femininity of her time. Her extravagant outfits and vibrant personality made her an icon, inspiring many both on and off the screen. An Egyptian with a cigarette atop the pyramid in Giza, 1981. This photograph conveys the spirit of the era and the contrast between ancient architectural wonders and everyday life, illustrating how history and modernity intersect in a single frame. The women's self-defence glove from London in the 1850s represents an interesting artefact that shows how women sought ways to protect themselves in a patriarchal society. This accessory combined elegance and practicality, allowing women to feel secure. On August 21, 1968, residents of Prague, armed with the Czechoslovak flag, attempted to stop a Soviet tank in the city centre by throwing Molotov cocktails. This brave act of protest became a symbol of the struggle for freedom and independence for Czechoslovakia. Iranian shepherds in traditional woolen cloaks during the 1950s live in harmony with nature, their images conveying the atmosphere of ancient traditions that have persisted in a modern world where culture and daily life intertwine. Loggers pose on a giant stump of a sequoia known as Mark Twain in California in 1891. This photo showcases not only the size of these ancient trees, but also the labour-intensive work of the loggers, who at that time were actively engaged in deforestation. The 19th century minibus, known as the omnibus, was an important means of transportation in European cities. These horse-drawn carriages ran through the streets of London until 1914, and in Berlin they were used until 1923, serving as precursors to modern buses. The mother of singer Lady Gaga, Cynthia Germanotta, in the role of head cheerleader for West Virginia University in 1976 USA, showcases passion and dedication, combining youth and energy, which becomes a symbol of support and inspiration for the team. Michelle Pfeiffer and Al Pacino during the filming of the cult classic Scarface in 1983. Their on-screen interaction became legendary, and the film left a mark in cinema history due to its dramatic plot and outstanding performances by the actors. In this photograph, a young Princess Elizabeth, the future Queen of the United Kingdom, is captured in 1942 as she was just beginning her journey to power. Her image in the photograph symbolises hope and resilience during the challenging times of World War II. The Sunshine Skyway Bridge collapsed on May 9, 1980, after colliding with the freighter Summit Venture. This tragedy claimed the lives of 35 people, leaving a deep mark in the history of St. Petersburg, Florida, and serving as a reminder of the importance of safety on the waters. In this photograph taken in the 19th century, a husband and wife exchanged outfits, illustrating an interesting aspect of their relationship and a desire to experiment with fashion. These snapshots captured the spirit of the time when gender roles began to change. In the backyard of a residential house in London during the 1880s. This photograph captures the everyday life of that era, when people sought to create comfortable conditions in their homes, and backyards became places for relaxation and social interaction. In this unique 19th century photograph, a pair of Aztecs are depicted, the last living representatives of their people captured by the camera lens. These images serve as an important reminder of the rich culture and tragic fate of peoples that have vanished from the face of the earth. This photograph depicts a German Luftwaffe pilot who was captured on September 2, 1940. He managed to escape by parachuting from his downed aircraft during an aerial battle over the southern coast of England. This brave act exemplified courage and determination, even in the most critical situations. The unusual angle of the German dive bomber Ju-87 creates a feeling as if it is mocking its future victims, preparing for an attack, which adds drama and anxiety to the picture of war, where life and death are often determined in mere seconds. An ice-covered train at the station after completing its route in Canada in 1918 stands frozen in anticipation, a testament to those cold winter days when travel was filled with adventure and peril, each journey leaving unforgettable impressions. Hugh Hefner, the founder of the famous Playboy magazine, poses with bunnies at one of the clubs in the USA in 1962. This moment became iconic for the culture of the 60s, when the sexual revolution and freedom of expression began to actively develop. Periscope glasses, designed for comfortable reading while lying down, became a true find for those who love to immerse themselves in books without getting up. These unusual accessories appeared in 1936 and immediately attracted the attention of literature lovers and technology enthusiasts. Palestinian teenager, smiling, gives a souvenir to female IDF soldiers in Jerusalem in 1967. This gesture of friendship and respect amidst military actions shows that even in difficult times, humanity remains an important part of people's lives, striving for peace. The first Cadillac automobile was produced on October 17, 1902 in Detroit and had a power of 10 horsepower. Engineer Henry Leland and entrepreneur William Murphy founded the Cadillac Motor Car Company in August 1902, named after the founder of Detroit, Marquis Antoine Lomé de la Motte Cadillac. The battlefield through the eyes of an Israeli tank commander during the Yom Kippur War in 1973. This war became one of the most significant conflicts in the history of the Middle East, with the Egyptian front at the centre of fierce battles and strategic manoeuvres that determined the region's future. The Los Angeles Police Department employs the sting operation method to capture a robber who killed an elderly woman for her purse in 1960. This method has allowed the police to effectively combat crime and ensure the safety of citizens in the face of rising criminality. Princess Elizabeth at an official ceremony in 1947. This year marked an important milestone in her life as she began to actively fulfil her duties as a young royal, contributing to the history of Great Britain. Workers are laying down a dividing line at Potsdamer Platz in Berlin on August 21, 1948. This moment became part of post-war history when the city was divided into sectors, reflecting the complex political realities of the time. Raquel Welch on the set of the film 1 Million Years BC in 1966. She became a cinematic icon, bringing a unique blend of beauty and talent to her roles, which made her one of the most memorable actresses of her time. A student at Kyoto University in 1970 is intently browsing a tome in the library. This photograph captures the atmosphere of knowledge and the pursuit of education, characteristic of the youth of that time and Japanese culture. Sleeping places of the 17th century in Great Britain were particularly popular due to their design, which provided privacy and protection from insects. These sleeping cabinets not only shielded against nocturnal animal attacks, but also retained heat, making sleep more comfortable. In 1957, a Victorian house was transported on a boat in California, which became a unique event. This photograph showcases the complexity and creativity in the approach to architecture and building relocation, as well as reflecting the spirit of that time. The trophy German Mauser 98K rifles used by the Wehrmacht were the main weapon of wartime. In 1945, in Norway, these rifles became a symbol of the end of hostilities and were collected as trophies after Germany's surrender. A photograph inside the fuselage of the heavy bomber Handley Page Halifax, taken in 1942 in England, showcases the realities of World War II. This moment serves as a reminder of the bravery and sacrifices made during the war years, when airplanes symbolised power and fear. French actress, singer and model Vanessa Paradis at the height of her popularity in 1990. She became a symbol of French chic and style, capturing attention in both the film industry and the music scene, leaving a significant mark on the culture of that time. A French sailor, and 2 soldiers of the US Army observed the Eiffel Tower after the liberation of Paris in 1944, when joy and hope filled people's hearts, and this iconic structure once again became a symbol of freedom and restoration. A French infantryman wearing a helmet with a face shield during World War I, captured in a moment of waiting, reflects the horror and tension of that time when soldiers faced an unseen threat and did not know what awaited them around the next bend. Freddie Mercury at Nagoya Castle in Japan in 1975. This period became significant for the musician as he was just starting to gain popularity, and his unique voice and charisma were already attracting the attention of fans worldwide. Scottish machine gunners captured in a 1940 photograph embody the courage and selflessness of soldiers during World War II. Their resolute gazes and readiness to defend their homeland reflect the atmosphere of the time, when every moment could be decisive. The extreme advertising of the Bertram Mill Circus in London in 1953 captured the public's attention with its unusual and thrilling stunts. At that time, the circus was one of the main forms of entertainment, and the advertising only heightened interest and audience excitement. Extreme surfing, which became popular in the early 20th century, is breathtaking. In 1910, daring surfers mastering powerful waves challenged the elements, showcasing incredible skill and bravery. This photograph captured the moment when the thrill of adrenaline overwhelmed the hearts of the participants.